Hey guys, it's Raul again, and today I'm bringing you my monthly recommendations for the month of September. So Monthly Recommendations is a group that was created by Kayla Rayne and Trina from Between Chapters. I will link both of their pages down below, as well as the link to the Goodreads group if you guys do decide to join us. This is basically a group of us kind of doing monthly recommendations based on a certain topic for that month. So this month, the topic is back to school. So it's basically books that have some kind of school theme to them. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first book I have for you guys is not a book that takes place in a school or really has school in it, but it is a book that I read while I was in school, and this I read my senior year of high school for my Spanish class, and that is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I absolutely love this book. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It is basically a story about this family and this fictional town named Macondo. And this town, it kind of, goes throughout 100 years of kind of the lifespan of this family and the things that happen in this town, the rise and fall of this family in the town, and wars that ensue throughout them living in this town and the creation of it and everything. It's just absolutely beautifully written. It's such an amazing story. It is definitely that one book, or that first real adult book that I read that really, really got me into good storytelling, into good books. Before this, I only read Goosebumps and, lots of teenage books. I really didn't read any adult books. This is the first book that really, really made me fall in love with storytelling and with contemporary and with something that felt real, I guess. It's just, it felt so amazing to me, this whole story and the process within their family and just everything going on in this town. It's just so hard to explain. Like, there's no real premise. This is basically a story of this family and just everything that they go through. There isn't, really one plot line going on, because it is, does take place within 100 years of time. So it's so good. If you guys have not heard of this or haven't read it yet, I definitely recommend this one. This is definitely one of my favorite books ever, if not my favorite book I've ever read of all time. So definitely check this one out if you haven't already. The next couple books are part of a series. This series brings so much nostalgia because I did also read it in school, but it does take place, a lot of it, in schools. And this is basically the Fear Street series by R.L. Stine. I only have a handful of them here because I'm not going to hold all of them up. I have like 30 of these books, and I read a lot of these books throughout high school, so it brings a lot of memories and a lot of nostalgia for me. I absolutely love it, and this is just a lot of different stories of like this creepy little town called Shadyside, and a lot of these kids, or the majority of these books, the kids in these books are from high school, and they go to this high school called Shadyside High. And a lot of the things that happen are revolving around this high school and the things that happen to them while they're in school and that kind of thing. So I absolutely love it. These books are super, super short, and as you can tell, they're really, really old by these covers. Are just very, to me, just very classic R.L. Stine. I absolutely love it. And like I said, every book is different. Every book has a different main character and different stories. Some of them have continuations, like multiple books in like smaller series, but I absolutely love it. And I know that R.L. Stine actually started writing brand new books to this Fear Street series that I'm dying to check out. I think he's come out with 2 of them so far, and the 3rd one's coming out soon in his new like revamped version of Fear Street. I love it. I love this whole high school kids going through these creepy kind of horror stuff, and it's not horror that's like very gruesome or too violent. Like I said, these are geared toward teenagers basically, so it is creepy. So if you do like creepy, this is definitely one that you guys should check out, because I love the Fear Street series by R.L. Stine. And the last book that I have for you guys to recommend is another horror novel. I'm sorry, I just read a lot of horror, and that is The Devil's Labyrinth by John Saul. This is a story about this young boy who loses his father, and his mother sends him to this Catholic boarding school. So when he gets sent to this Catholic boarding school, weird things start to happen to the students. Some of them start disappearing. A lot of them start kind of changing. Nobody really knows what's going on with these students. It gets really, really creepy and really intense. So this is definitely more on the adult side. I don't think this is young adult. It could be, not sure. But either way, It's very creepy, so if you are a fan of horror, this is definitely one that you should check out, because this boarding school is just like crazy scary. So yeah, give this one a try if you enjoy horror. So that is it for my monthly recommendations for this month. I didn't have too many books to recommend because I do not have a lot of books that I've read that take place in schools or remind me of school. So I hope you enjoy these, and I hope that if it's something that interests you, you will pick these up and check them out. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.